What is good, y'all? I'm Ronald Cabang from wagertalk.com and themoneybar.com. I'm going to dive into this June 1st WNBA matchup between the Connecticut Sun and the New York Liberty. Before we do that, make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe button just to support the channel here. With that said, man, let's get straight into it. We got one game to talk about. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen like we normally do on Let's Cap. Let's go. There you go. Starting off with the odds logic live odds screen. We got the Connecticut Sun versus New York Liberty here tomorrow at noon Pacific time, and we got the Liberty opening up at minus 18. They're as high as minus 19 here at Circa. They got the total opening up at 162, also as high as 163 at Circa. Pretty much 162 and a half available across the board. You actually still can get an 18 here and Bet Online if you like the New York side. Let's go over to themoneybar.com. We got the WNBA matchup page. Obviously, real quick, we have the NBA, MLB, WNBA, and when NFL comes around, we'll have that stuff too. We also got content and all that stuff available. But we're here looking at the WNBA between the Sun and the Liberty. You can see here 1-5 for the Sun. They got their first win against the Fever. Caitlin Clark did not play that game. She has missed the last two for the Fever. They've really been struggling on both sides of the ball. Sun were able to take care of that or take advantage of that. Liberty on the opposite side, they're 6-0, undefeated. They just came off a 22-point win against the Mystics. They actually have three 20-plus point wins already to start the season. Obviously, the line here is high for a reason, 18 and a half. If we look at some of the stats here, both teams played 6 games. You can see Liberty, number one offensive rated team, number one defensive rated team. They play a fast pace, shooting efficiently, doing all that stuff. I mean, getting to the free throw line a ton. And you can see Sun sending opponents to the line at the highest rate. They take care of the ball. A lot of things just going really great for the Liberty side. Efficient in all aspects inside the arc, 3-point area, both offensively and defensively. Their only downside is they don't rebound the ball well, 12th in offensive rating, but the Sun here, not a great defensive rebounding team. Liberty is going to have their opportunity to score as much as they want. I don't think they slow the pace down or anything like that. I can see them just continuing to run even when they're up a huge margin here. On the opposite side, last 2 games for the Sun, I know they haven't been playing strong defensive teams in the Wings and the Fever, but they got some offensive momentum right now. 87 points against the Wings, 85 against the Fever. Mabry is starting to put things together offensively. Tina Charles continues to do her thing. I think that this is an overtype game, in my opinion. Like I said, Liberty, they're going to continue to push the pace. Offensively, they're going to be really efficient. 11th in offensive rating, that accounts for the first few games that they really struggled to put things together. Last 2 games, they look really great. So I think they got some momentum on their side. I think they do enough to help get this over the 162 and a half. From a trend perspective, obviously a lot of things are kind of pointing towards the under. Like I said earlier, the Sun have been struggling to score to start the season, but the last 2 games they do have some momentum on their side here. Team totals, if both teams get up and over their team total, obviously an over type game. Defensively, they have been limiting their opponents. Probably this one here, the Suns defense, I think it's a little bit misleading. I think the totals are just really high. But a few things that to point out on the Sun side as well. They are pretty efficient here in the mid range. Obviously, Liberty's defense is solid right there, second in defensive efficiency at the mid range. But I think this is an area that the Sun will continue to attack here. I know majority of their shots are actually in the paint. They're not that efficient. Liberty are one of the better teams at defending it as well. But like I said earlier, a lot of these numbers are a little bit misleading because it accounts for a lot of the earlier games where they really struggled offensively here. If you look at the Connecticut side, 62 against the Aces. Aces are really solid interior defense. They scored 70 against the Lynx. Lynx, one of the better teams defensively. Connecticut here, they only scored 55 against the Dream. I'm not really sure exactly what happened there. They really struggled on all aspects of that game, but I think they're a lot better offensively than people give them credit for, especially when they have the inside outside game with Tina Charles and Marina Mabry. If they start to click, they should be able to score enough to help this one get up and over the 162 now. All right, with that said, guys, that's the way that I went with it. That's actually a client play, the over 162 and a half. If you are interested in any of my other picks and premium plays, that's over at wagertalk.com. You could actually see, let me stop sharing the screen here. You can actually see it scrolling here on the bottom. Over at WagerTalk, number one all-time leader in WNBA profit, back-to-back number one WNBA seasons, already up over 23 units to start the regular season here in 2025. So things really going well in the WNBA. Hopefully we continue to cash tickets here. But that link right there, wt.buzz/RC, you can see scrolling. You can see picks packages. They have a whole bunch of deals. I think a deal right now that they have is a 7-day WNBA package for $29 or $39, something like that. And also, obviously, you saw the moneyballer.com. You could try that out, get a 3-day free trial, then 50% off your first billing cycle with promo code RC50. All right, with that said, guys, that's the end of the video. If you're interested in more, continue to support the channel by just hitting that like and subscribe button. All right. With that said, whether you fade or follow, it is on you to make that call. Good luck with all your actions. Till next time. Peace.